Hey there, team. Just a quick explanation of what I figure has got everybody really frazzled and confused about their password reset, automated password reset. It does work fine. It's that it's, in my opinion, not designed terribly intuitively. It's one of those situations where uh, programmers, to their credit, are smart people who can program complex things and do a fine job at doing that. But they sometimes have trouble thinking like a regular person, and I'd never seen a password reset like this before, so I can totally understand why people are confused by this. At least I would be in the boat with the people that are frustrated by it. So let's say I go to log in, and I come here and I set up a temporary account to do this with for my video. So I go to log in, and I can't remember what my password is, so I hit lost your password. Yep, it says send me a password, so I do that, and I choose the email address that I have set up, and I say send password reset email. I think everybody gets to this part fine. It tells me to check it, so yeah, I go and check my email. You gotta wait a minute for it to show up. It's usually pretty quick from what I saw. It's gonna make a liar out of me now, though. There it is, it shows up. I open it up. It tells me to reset my password, visit the following address. I imagine most people are okay to this point as well. They click this, they get to this page, and they're terrified by this thing right here. This is just obscene. There's no reason for anyone to ever set up a password like this to log into their multi-fool sites, as far as I can tell. But a lot of people do not realize they can change this, especially inexperienced computer users. They think they're stuck with it. So there's two problems. Number one, this thing comes in, it's not obvious to them that they can erase it, which they can. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could whatever I want. It tells me it's a weak password. It's fine. My next step, when I was talking with Jacob about this, my next step intuitively would have been to have hit login, thinking that this resets the password. Now I'll be logged in, and that'll be my password going forward. If you do that, you end up in an endless loop where you keep having to reset the password because it didn't take. Because you have to actually hit this reset password button instead of this login. There's no reason in the world that I can think of for this login button to be here except to confuse people. And so I think that's one big problem. The other is not knowing how to reset, that you can just change this. If they just change this, they hit reset password. It's very simple. It's done. Now they can hit back to Motley Fool Canada, and they can go to log in, and that will work. And the password I just set will get me into the site. No problem. It's super simple if you know how it works, but there's the two sticking points. And having talked to Jacob, this is built into our WordPress. It's simply not something we can change on our own. If we were to change it, it would apparently it would just, next time they update, it would revert back to that again. It would have to be at the developer's level that it would have to be changed. So anyways, that's the point of confusion. I do have a little YouTube video that I've set up to explain this to people going forward, and it might be a plan to strategically place that on the page if that's even possible, but I don't know. Anyways, that's my explanation of why people are getting so upset with their password reset. Ciao.